Hey Cancer, hope you guys are doing okay. This is your individual read. I did pull 5 cards for you. We're going to see what's going on in your individual energy. I'm looking. I'm going to pull one of these, Seed and Sickle. Give me the energy for Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know? This is their individual read. This is for them. All right, we got one. Mandrake. Mandrake. Okay, let's see. What number is it? 50. All right, hold on, y'all. Somebody could be 50 or the number 5 could be significant. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Okay, so this is it. And it is reversed. Not only do the roots of the mandrake grow in the form of a human, but there are also many tales of this little familiar taking on a life of its own and dispensing knowledge, wealth, or even visions of the future. You may not have a personal mandragora, whatever that is, to point the way, but there are other signs and sources of guidance in your life leading you forwards. Keep your eyes peeled for these little prophets throughout the next few days. For some of you, you're going to mock the prophets that you hear over the next few days. It's reversed here. This could have happened already. I don't know. For some of you, you entertain angels unaware. So for some of you, you could have dismissed some prophets that were supposed to tell you guys something really important. Maybe you laughed at them. Maybe you mocked them. There's something about the roots. There's something that's not going to grow or form the way it's supposed to. I don't know if that's a result of this not paying attention in a sense, or ignoring something, ignoring your guidance, your senses. There's something where you guys are not going to be able to move forward. Or for some of you guys, if this has happened already, this is why. If it happened already and you're experiencing something that is difficult, it's because you did something. Keep your eyes peeled for these little prophets throughout the next few days. For some of you guys, maybe you were warned about this already. You ignored it. There's something where somebody could have mocked something, or, oh no, who would ever listen to you? You know, your little hand show on YouTube. You don't know what you talking about. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that my banking account about to be frozen. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me it's something like that where they ignored it, right? So then you had little prophet one, please don't do it. And then you had the next one come up, yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all something about to go on with this money. You being advised to the da. You ignore, oh no, that ain't gonna happen. No, you heard it 3 times. The next one untold you. You ignored them. So that's why some of you guys are in some sort of a predicament or whatever this is. All right. There's something where you guys might not have some sort of direction to point your way. You guys are being advised now. If this hasn't happened yet, you're going to hear 3 messages that are consistent, or you're going to be hit with 3 different prophets. You're going to know it when you feel it, like you're going to hear them speak, or I don't know, you're going to sit next to them in a park or something like that. You're going to look up and they're gone. You mean like that's what that is. It's just going to be these 3 different instances where you guys know that you're entertaining angels, Cancer. Many tales of this little familiar taking on a life of its own. So many tales tells me that you've been warned at least 3 times, and in the next few days it happens again. Or if you were warned and you knew you were warned, this is why you're in the middle of something like that. All right, that's my take on it. Feel free to take another take and throw it in the comment area. You already know I love it. Alright, so let's see what else. I'm going to put these away because these can be... And that was a day message. Child, that wasn't even a night message. The night ones be like, oh my goodness. They're somewhat the same, but they're... I don't want to say darker, but they're a little dark. So, you know, you got hit with the day one. And the day one is terrible. So, at least you didn't get hit with the night one that's worse. Right? Picking the better of 2 evils. Alright. Cancer, let's see what's going on for you guys here. I forgot I'm about to get into a read. All right. We have the 10 of Wands. It comes up reversed for you. feel like you guys have been under a lot of pressure. It says that you guys are taking a break. I'm finally saying no to something. I am lightening my load. I'm lightening up. I'm releasing burdens. For some of you, you're going to be talking, saying some things, right? Some of you guys are in a situation where there's ongoing stress and there's this need to take some pressure off. For some of you guys, you're putting too much pressure on yourselves. This is not even about anybody else for some of you. For others of you, you got a lot of people stressing you out about some stuff. I also see something here where there's something where Sagittarius could have entered the mix, or there's something with the Sagittarius. A Sagittarius could have talked something up and got you caught up in some exhausting grind. Or you have some issues with the Sagittarius while you're caught up in some exhausting grind. At the end of the day, you're exhausted. It says you're grinding hard towards something. This may have to do with work or domestic. It also says you are trying to keep everybody happy, Cancer, and you can't do it. It says that while you are taking care of everybody else, you guys are failing yourselves. But it also goes on to say for some of you, well, okay, for everyone, rod in your own back. It says this rod is there because of you, of your own making, whatever this situation is. And it could be because you're trying to please everybody, right? You can't please everybody. For some of you guys, you're playing in the middle with a bad party and a good party, or however that goes, right? Two parties, let's say. You could be the middleman, the mediator, or something like that. You could be the bridge, whatever, to connect, whatever you want to call you. But the thing is, you're trying to keep these people happy, and you're failing yourselves, like, right? So if this one got, meetings and conference calls on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you clogged up, then when does the time come for yourself? Like, so you guys might be giving too much to something while you're failing at something else and falling apart. There's something important here. It says here that you guys could be blaming other people. I don't know if you're doing this out loud. I doubt you are, because I don't know. I just feel like you guys are seeing what needs to be addressed. And when you're releasing a burden, I guess it is telling me what you're going to release. You're releasing something where you created it on your own by entertaining two sets of groups or people or whoever these folks are. So you did it. But it says that you were blaming people. And now that you're blaming people, you decide to relinquish responsibilities or delegate responsibilities to other people. Whatever that's about. We do have the Six of Swords that comes up reversed for you here. Unable to move on. There's something that you guys cannot move on from. There's something that causes stagnancy in your life. You're having some travel issues. The cards are saying that you actually need space, Cancer. But your plans have been delayed for some reason. The cards are saying that right now is not the time to travel or leave an unsatisfying situation. So for whatever reason, I get you may not be able to travel because you could be dealing with something at the moment, whatever this is. Remember, you guys are being pulled from different directions in efforts to please all these people while you fail. So now you can't go on vacation because you are stuck in the middle of some situation. And if you would have looked ahead or had some foresight, you would have seen that whatever this situation, like you could have saw it. Like it was like a truck coming right at you, but you were, I don't know what you were thinking, but whatever this is, right? It says here that your plans are delayed and you don't want to leave this unsatisfying situation. I feel like some of you guys could be drawn to drama, or some people love drama, all right? Other people don't love drama, but somehow they get caught up in it, right? And it's because of the decisions that we actually make. And I can say that I'm a water sign too, so I already know these emotions that we have, like you gotta be mad careful. There's all types of stuff. You have a breakup, then you end up in a traumatized, the next relationship is like a trauma bond. No, not doing it. So it's about thinking ahead, and I feel like for some of you guys, you just did not. Anyway, it says here that there's some stubbornness going on with you. You're fixated on some outcome. Fixated on the outcome of a situation. You're being stubborn. It's causing stagnation. It also says here that you're missing opportunities. You're missing opportunities because now's not the right time to travel. It's not the right time to travel because you're caught up in some unsatisfying situation. It's like this weird whatever. It says here that there is a need for sustained effort. Oh. Because you have to get ready to digest something. Oh, yeah, you're about to have to deal with some situation. You guys are about to deal with some situation where there's something that you're going to have to digest. For some of you guys, you've been very stubborn. You still fought some situation that is your fault, and now you got to fight it. There's some need for you guys to actually sit back and take a little bit of a rest. Because I'm thinking Four of Swords here. This is Six of Swords, where it goes on to say a need for sustained effort, but you guys have to rest in order to be able to fight what's coming. So in a sense, it's like an extension, right? So something's coming up for you guys that you're going to need to fight. Something could be coming up with money here. I do see some challenge with money, something where you guys are weighing options in terms of money. It says for some of you, you barely have 2 pennies to rub together. You guys are making some decisions about money management. For some of you, there are some temporary cash flow issues that need to be addressed. There's something where fairness is going to help you find balance in a situation. This financial matter has to do with work and personal matters. For some of you, you are deciding where to live. Somebody could be moving, you're deciding where to live, and you might be on a tight budget or whatever this is. Or some of you might manage your money and put more of a budget here and a little bit over there, whatever. Less over there, more over there, whatever that is, right? So you're doing something with finances, moving money around. However, it says you barely have 2 pennies to rub together. You guys got a lot going on here. There's something where there's temporary cash flow issues. So I don't know. I mean, I could look at that in terms of business. I could look at that even in a personal level, which just says you're dealing with both. So there's need for you guys to really balance your finances with this Two of Pentacles. All right. There's a decision about where you need to live. It specifically says you guys are deciding between 2 properties. Okay, so one is out in the woods. Oh, yeah, there's also something with this Two of Pentacles here. Because I was looking at that wooded area. There's something with this Two of Pentacles. Some of you guys, wherever you're deciding to live, one property might be, I don't know, wherever you are now or whatever, but there's 2 properties. You may have to fly. Point is, they're far away. I don't think they're anywhere near where you guys are now. Okay. So we also have, what is this? The Five of Swords. That's the wooded area I was talking about. There's 2 guys here. There's 2 guys here. There's a fox. The fox is trying to scare off this chicken or something like that, right? They're trying to scare, somebody's trying to scare you with this Five of Swords, Cancer, or maybe you're trying to scare somebody. It says here that somebody's trying to be a bully. There's something with violence that plays out here. Somebody could have been abusive, violent, right? It could be an abusive relationship, something like that. Or for some of you guys, this is theft. Somebody decides, I don't have any money with this Two of Pentacles. I am broke. I have nothing. I barely got 2 pennies to rub together. And voila, we got the Five of Swords that comes up. That's some sort of thievery, right? That's where somebody gets caught doing something. What they're doing, just to be clear, right? They could be bullying somebody. I want to bully you out of here. I want to make your life a living hell over in this neighborhood or this house or this building that I live in or whatever this is, right? I'm going to make your life a living hell. I'm going to come knock you out. Like every time you come outside, I'm going to throw rocks at your face or something like that. Somebody's being violent, all right? There could even be 2 people trying to jump you right here. Like there's 2 people. You see them 2 men right there? Don't that look like a Jungle Brothers video? Which one was it? I think I got it like that. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's something out in the woods. This could be property out in the woods, right? Y'all could be in another country somewhere trying to protect y'all's fields. At the end of the day, somebody's trying to bully their way, steal something. Somebody could have got caught. Somebody could have done something here, but in other, this could be family is my point. You could be beefing with family. It says that you're having some challenges with this family. They keep challenging your position. It says, and too often with this family, you are defeated. You battle, but you keep losing against this family. There's some disputes. There's something with conflicts with managers. So, again, 2 things it speaks to, again, even in a different card. Somebody's having some issues at work, and somebody's also having issues with family. It says it twice. It goes into it with the Five of Swords here. These conflicts are family and conflicts with managers at work. Right? So twice it tells me that those are 2 key things going on in your life, Cancer, for whatever reason, all right? It also says here that you feel like you could be a victim of the system. I don't know what your background is, but you could be any kind of victim of the system, right? Wherever they neglected you, didn't do what they were supposed to do. I don't know. Maybe you are a victim of corruption. I don't know. Right? Corrupt thinking, corrupt doing things that are corrupt, abuse of power, whatever. Right? You might feel like a victim of that. So I feel like you might be one individual who is able to step into every role, right? Whether you be bullied or victimized, or you've experienced all, so you know what it feels like, right? Right, Cancer? You know what it all feels like. That's what it sounds like. It says here that you may not win the battle against this family or with these managers at work or whoever these people are that have some say over your life for some reason. Right? Well, the family. I guess if the mother gave birth to you, of course, they feel like, up until, I don't know what's wrong with them. There's something wrong with the mothers. They off. But they feel like, they hold on to y'all till, I mean, it's paralyzing. Y'all handicapped them boys, I'm telling you. Like, y'all, they don't know which way is up without you. Okay? Then when we gotta deal with them, we gotta tell them which one, just, no, up. We gotta show them. We basically gotta go to your house for training to see how to take care of it. It's weird. I'm just saying, like. Anyway, we have justice. It comes out reversed. So Cancer, it says here that there's some dishonesty in the situation, some unfairness, some bigotry. There's some legal problems and lawsuits going on for you, and we do see that legal suits and all this other stuff is coming up. There's a need for you guys to find balance, right? We see that there are some disputes, and it looks like these disputes at work, you interpret them as injustice. So somebody's been dishonest, somebody's been unfair. This is bigotry, legal problems, lawsuits, right? It says scales are whack. WAC, I swear to goodness, page 15. It says your whole life goes out of balance. This is not going to be for every Cancer, okay? But it says something is put out of balance with work. Again, reiterates relationships and many other matters. Again, it goes into dishonesty or competition. It says there's been a miscarriage of justice. Some situation has become complicated. The negotiations actually have become complicated. There's something with legal wranglings. It says actually legal wrangles. I never thought to use the word wrangle that way. But anyway, that's cute to me. Anyway, yeah, there's some legal wrangles going on, okay? And it says that these legal wrangles muddy the truth. For some of you guys here, what does this say? Oh, for some of you guys, this is just a prompt that this is coming up for you. That you're going to have some legal issues or somebody's going to treat you unfairly in this situation. See? I was nice. So you've got the seed and the sickle. We got that. How long have I been up here? 18 minutes? Yeah, I do have more stuff for y'all. Okay, now, let's see. Where them cards go? Where them cards go? Cancer. Ready? Hey, where the other ones at? Alright. And see, I'm being very nice. Be careful with your boundaries. Something about boundaries. Alright, I'm going to put this right here because we already went over that card and I would love to have the space. Okay. What's going on in... Okay, there's an Aries in your energy. Something with an Aries comes up. Cancer, give me more. What's going on? Who else is in your energy? Cancer, who else is in your energy? I thought something flipped. I guess it did not. It did not. Hold on. Let me try this. Because I got a second to kill. How come it's so dark though? Like, it's so weird. Anyway. Okay. Who else is... Okay. We got... A Scorpio comes up reversed in your energy. So you have Aries upright. You have a Scorpio that comes out reversed. I don't know if you ain't thinking fondly of these people. Maybe... You're going to release a burden about an Aries or something like that. Something about a Scorpio and some money. Somebody tried to steal something from you. Give me more. Who else is in Cancer's energy? Another Scorpio. There's 2 Scorpios coming up in your energy. Ciao. Woo. Cancer. Ooh. Ooh. There's a Capricorn that comes up in your energy. Ciao. You might got beef with like 2 Scorpios and a Capricorn. Well, a Capricorn is in your energy, so is an Aries. That doesn't make them bad. But you have 2 Scorpios in your energy, and I don't think you checking for them. You? Who? What else is going on? S. Somebody's name could start with an S. Okay. Give me more. Ooh. Somebody could be an Aquarius. Maybe your name starts with an S. Aquarius, a Capricorn. It just tells me the people on their minds. You feel like 2 Scorpios did something to try and make you broke. The letter G and the letter H. Somebody tried to make y'all broke. You feel like 2 Scorpios partnered together to try and make you broke. Wait a minute. I feel like something is under there. Hold on, y'all. Leo. There's a Leo that comes up. There's a Leo. There's an Aries. The letter H comes up. I was pulled. Give me 2 more. Oh, okay. I'm not going to take it. That was a letter P. Maybe there's a P. The letter P is significant. I'm having fun with this part. Alright, what's this? A Gemini is significant. Maybe that G is for Gemini. We got this letter Q. Somebody named Q keep coming up with a Capricorn and a Scorpio and an Aquarius. Give me one more. The letter W. Alright. Okay. What else do we need to know? What do we need to know? Tell me what we need to know. Cancer. Guard against losses in the future. Somebody's coming to get y'all stuff. Alright? It keeps talking about money losses and how you don't have any money and you're being stubborn about your finances, or you're failing to focus on finances because you guys are too busy, in essence, responding to folly or whatever this is, okay? You too much focus on the wrong stuff. That's what it looks like. Somebody's stealing something from you and it's telling you to guard against losses. So whatever energy this is, you have to kind of pull it together so that you can actually deal with these losses that are just, they're losing, and there's going to be more, and we're trying to avoid that. Also, a call from a loved one. Somebody's going to send you a kiss or something like that. You will hear of a marriage shortly. Y'all going to hear that somebody got married, right? Or whatever. There's going to be a change for the best. So there's some changes that are coming up for you guys. If you had a question, the answer is yes. What else? Give me one more for Cancer. What else? Here, I'll do it the other way. Hold up. Let me shuffle these. Let me shuffle Cancer. Okay. Cancer, what you give me one more for Cancer. One. Alright, we got one. Cancer. Your advice is appreciated, believe it or not. Your predictions have and always will be true. Some of y'all could be, like predictors. You could be readers. You could be whatever it is, right? Somebody's ignoring prophets. Point is, somebody probably ignored you. You probably a prophet. These people ignored you, and now, never mind. Don't tell them nothing else. I ain't telling them nothing. Listen, you are inclined to rule and help people. So you guys are rulers and you assist people, right? You have genius thoughts which should be carried through within reason, of course. Now, if you off. And you know you need counseling. I don't know if you don't look like you off though. You do look like you scheme though, if you want. I mean, some of y'all about to hear somebody got married. It's gonna piss you off. I don't know why. What's you mad for? How you gonna get mad at somebody getting married? Like, these people crazy. Is there anything else that can't? Oh, hold up. Yes. Where my letters at? Because it's your personal read and I'm trying to keep it light and messy at the same time. Let me stop. Now, who is these 2 Scorpios that is coming up? Now, we do have an S here, so one of them could start with an S. You might have an Aries or a Scorpio that starts with an S, or S is significant. There could be an Aquarius whose name starts with an S or a W. A Capricorn could be a Q or a Scorpio. Somebody with the name or letter G could be an Aries or a Gemini. HG could be a Scorpio. Alright. What we got? Okay. Who's this Aries? Give me some letters for Cancer. Cancer, the letter T. You can know an Aries, a star, or something with the letter T, with an Aries, a H, a V, a O, a B. Okay, give me one more. A J. Okay, you might know what Aries with those. Give me this Leo right here. Who's this Leo? Letters for Cancer. This Leo in Cancer's life, or however they're relative, whatever. S, J, S, J, I. Hold up, give me two more. Give me two more. A, we got the letter A. And T, the letter T. Alright. Who's this Capricorn? Give me some letters. I'm just gonna pull whatever. E. We got the letter E, G, P, W, F, U, M. Alright, M is significant. I had two in my hand. It could be two M's, but hold that. Give me a Scorpio. Give me a Scorpio. Give me just a few for them, because P, the letter P-I, P-I-C, hold up. P-I-C-Z. One more. Scorpio. B. Alright, who's this other Scorpio over here? Who's this other Scorpio? L. Hold up. We got an L, LT, LTK, LTKO, A, Y. Who's this Aquarius? Give me the Aquarius. I'm going to leave y'all be in a minute. C, Z, S, I. Give me two more. Two more. E, S. I'll take it. Another S confirmation. Another Q. Wow, we got 3 Qs out so far. And the letter 6, 5. Y'all can't even see that in the camera. Who's this Gemini, please? Give me this Gemini. Who's this Gemini? A, F, L, D, W, V, N. I think there's any major arcanas up there. Yeah. Who's this Libra energy? This Libra that comes out reverse. This could be something to you guys. I don't know. Who's this Libra? Cancer. E. E, D. Somebody named Ed. G. M. E. O. R. R. That person could have granted you some sort of injustice, or maybe they're a Libra. I don't know how that plays a role, but those are some letters, you know, maybe to help you in some way. Like I was telling you guys before, let me just make sure I clear something up, right? So for some of you guys, Cancer, there's something where you're going to speak up about a Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius is going to speak up something about you with this Ten of Wands. The Six of Swords, it tells me that there's this Aquarius in your energy. There's something with an Aquarius here, something where you guys can't move on from something. It's causing some stagnancy. There's something where you guys can't travel due to something that this person did, and you're fixated on some sort of an outcome. So there's this Aquarius energy that comes up where you guys might feel like you can't do something. I don't know what that is. It's something you feel like you can't do. All right. This Two of Pentacles here, I feel like you guys are juggling something with money. Whatever this piece of it is, I feel like it may have to do with a Capricorn, or there's an energy of a Capricorn here. Maybe there's something going on with money there. All right, there's a Capricorn, there's some money, some investment, something with your career, something where you guys can't do something because of travel, something is inconvenient. It's not the right time for you to leave an unsatisfying situation. I feel like you guys want to, but you can't. And I feel like it's going to have some impact on your work now. This is coming at a time where you guys are already having some financial issues or whatever this is, right? But so there could be some issues with work. But I also see somebody could be relocating. I'm choosing between two properties. Somebody could be downsizing or moving in an area, I guess, where work is lucrative, or not lucrative, but available and also lucrative. I don't know, whatever that is. All right. So, yeah, it says something about your current course of action. You guys might be losing at something when somebody tried to steal something from you, make you look bad. Somebody gets caught doing something, but at least you get to say that you fought. You guys get to walk away with some sort of integrity from some situation, right? It also goes on to say, ooh, child, you realize something was a fruitless fight. I shouldn't have put so much effort into it. It was a battle that was not one that you could win. I think that's the best. Whatever you were trying to achieve, you wouldn't have been able to do it. It's like this fool's gold fantasy type of thing. I don't know. I guess you guys just figured it out. But there's something with a current course of action. Something with you guys asking somebody for favors. There's an Aquarius that you're going to ask a favor. Something about an Aquarius either asked you for a favor or you're going to ask an